Good evening. Welcome. We're just going to hang out for a little bit, do some sketching. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Got a couple, well, at least one that I know of that I'm working on right now. I do these little drawings on sticky notes. Feel free to throw some suggestions out in the chat if you'd like, or if you would like to even commission one, there is a spot in the um, shop area where you can do so. Hi, Tiny. How are you? Hope you're having a good night. Hope everybody's having a good day, good evening, good weekend, all that good stuff. All right. I am going to start sketching a little bit here. If you're watching the stream over on YouTube, welcome. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I will try to periodically check in on YouTube, but I'm mainly looking in on the Whatnot stream this evening. So no set time limit on the show tonight. I just kind of sketch for a little bit, see how everything's going, see how we're feeling, and we'll kind of play it by ear. If you're not familiar with the work I do, you can take a look at the shop area. I've got a bunch of sticky note drawings already preloaded in there, so it kind of give you a sense of what this crazy little thing is I like doing every once in a while. Give you a little sense of style, characters, things that I like to work on. So what is everybody up to this evening? Happy Good Friday, by the way, to anybody if you celebrate. Hey, Guster, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you too. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. All right, what am I looking for? Good evening, Ice. How are you? Welcome. Got a nice little group hanging out tonight so far. Appreciate everybody stopping in for a little bit. Welcome, Punch. Oh, thanks, Ice. Appreciate that. Yeah, working on a little shaggy this evening. I think Punch knows what's up. How are you this evening? I am doing well, thank you. I think I'm just about wrapped up on a Scooby set. Once I finish up Shaggy here, I can show you everything else. Welcome, Destiny. Thanks for stopping by. Anybody out there have any big plans for the weekend? A CGC certified artist? No, I am not, unfortunately. No, sorry, not it. And I'm afraid I'm going to show a little bit of my own ignorance here, but I wasn't even aware that was a thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, when you mentioned it, I sort of assumed it was probably something along that line. I just wasn't aware that that was. I might have to look into it then. I'm not really sure what that process looks like or entails. I do. I mean, I do like drawing on sketch covers whenever I am able to. Might be kind of nice if I could do something like that, but they might be a little more selective than what I do. Maybe I don't know. Hmm. But I appreciate the info. That's not the right color. Welcome, Mr. J. How are you doing this evening? Thank you for stopping by. Yes. So I do have frames that I put each of the sticky notes in. Once I wrap up this one, I'll go ahead and frame it, and you can take a look at how that what that looks like. Also, all of the ones that are listed in the shop are framed, so you can see pictures of the frames there. Also, with the commissions, if you purchase a request and have something custom drawn, I've also got several frames. I will throw that in one of those as well. You also don't even necessarily need to pre-purchase. If you have an idea, if you want me to, if you want to see me draw something, feel free to list it in the chat. Should be able to get to a couple of them this evening. If you like it, then you can always purchase it at that point. If you don't, no worries. I'll just list it on the store and see if anybody else is interested. Welcome, VMB. How are you? Hope you're doing well this evening. Welcome, Slusher. Thank you, everybody who is hanging out this evening. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate everybody hanging out this evening. See a couple folks coming and going. So not sure who's currently in, but just want to say thank y'all. Welcome, Jem. How are you this evening? Welcome, Mini King. All right, I think I'm pretty well wrapped up on this one. Let me. Okay, so now I can show you how I frame. Let me zoom this out a little bit. So these are the frames that I use, just little 4" by 4" frames. I actually just found them also on Amazon. I had stocked up on a bunch through AC Moore before they closed around here. So I had a handful from them because they, at the time, were the only place I knew that, or at least I had found them in. But I just recently found them up on Amazon. So I've picked up some more of them. But we just stick the sticky note down in like so. Throw that right back in. And there is framed Shaggy. I've got the paperwork is peeking out there. Now, Guster, I know I see you back in the room here. I can show you if you haven't seen them. I did Daphne, Fred. Of course, I think you already saw Scooby. There's Velma, who was the first. And I even got a little Scrappy in there. So I know at one point you had said you were interested in a Scooby set. Would you still be interested in these? I'm going to probably put them all together and just list them as a sixer. So you let me know. I can either list them as a group, I can list them individually, whatever you think you might be interested in. Oh, I'm sorry, Guster. Yeah, no, I did see the other person in the chat. You're right. No, I just saw your name pop up. There was somebody else who, Punch, I think it was. Is Punch still there? Apologies. I think Punch was the person that had asked about them. I get confused. My old brain. Sorry. You requested Opus the other day, correct? So there's our Scooby set of stickies. I hope so. Yeah, I just checked on some of the tracking stuff today because I was hoping stuff was getting places soon. So yeah, hopefully that arrives when it should, and I hope you like it. But so I don't know if Punch is still around. I'll hang on to these for a second and see if Punch pops back in. In the meantime, any other requests, anything people would like to see? If not, I'll just grab a sticky and, oh, Hong Kong Phooey. All right. I can do a little Hong Kong Phooey. Why not? Let's zoom in a little bit here for a second. We'll leave Shaggy out for a minute while I get set up here. You like those old school cartoons? I dig it. That's really cool. Okay, so we got Hong Kong Phooey. I'm just pulling up a couple of quick references so I can make sure I do them justice here. Him or Underdog? Thinking about getting Weapon H. Would that be possible? Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. If you're okay with that, Guster, I'll switch over. Let's draw Weapon H here and see what we can come up with. So Weapon H is cool. Trying to figure the best way to get him into a sticky note. Let's see which color note. Maybe I'll start him with a blue. No, that's okay, Mr. J. I can go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and draw. I'll draw one up here. Are you okay with a blue sticky? My other options, I have kind of this pink orangish looking one. I've got one that's brighter pink. I've got like a turquoise one. Okay. Yeah, I felt like blue is probably a good choice for him. Okay. Okay, that's fine then. That's whatever you want to do there, Mr. J. That's totally cool. I appreciate it. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. I think I'm going to start this one over. Not really feeling the claw placement on that. Excuse me. Welcome, Michelle. Thanks for tuning in this evening. Hope your Friday is going well. Nope, haven't missed it yet. We are going on for a little while here. Just kind of playing it by ear tonight. I guess that's what I've been saying about all of them so far, right? So right now I'm drawing Weapon H, which was requested by Mr. J Hawk. Thanks, Mr. J Hawk. Appreciate that. We are getting there with him. This is, oops, like a crazy Hulk / Wolverine mashup. I guess in the simplest way to describe him. So, Mr. J, have you been getting Weapon H from other artists here on Whatnot? Yeah, Hulk is pretty cool. Cool. So, what is it about Weapon H that draws you to him, Mr. J? Let's see. Nice. Yeah, I get that. It's pretty interesting to see the way they've mashed up different characters over the years. And I guess a mashup of Hulk and Wolverine just make sense considering the origins of Wolvie. Just imagine if Hulk couldn't be any more dangerous. Give him claws, right? My favorite to draw. I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite. I did go through a phase where Deadpool was really fun to draw just because his simplistic form is just pretty easy to do from memory in a lot of different formats. So Deadpool was always pretty fun, especially on sticky notes when I'm doing like headshots. Um, Spidey is probably in a similar boat. I mean, those two are probably the ones that headshot wise I can just kind of knock out pretty quickly. They're fun. They're pretty simple. Um, I mean, I like drawing X-Men characters. I don't know. Depends on the day, I guess. Really. Oh no. Let me do this first. Let me come back to those. Did the older one have the hands brown? I'm not sure I understand the question, Guster. I'm sorry. Is that related to what I'm to the weapon H, or is that the one on the left? Not on the. The older one had the hands on the left. I'm sorry, I'm not sure on the left. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no worries. You had me thrown for a loop there. I was trying to catch up. So eventually, probably maybe with the next show, I'm going to start going a little bit beyond sticky notes. Maybe one of the next couple of shows. Just because now I feel like I've sort of figured out a little bit of the Whatnot app and how to use it and everything. And a lot of my sticky note drawings were just kind of helping me get acclimated to the system. I'll still do them from time to time, but I am going to start adding in some shows with sketch covers, with just regular Bristol board commissions, things like that. So keep an eye out if anybody is interested. I might be taking a little bit of liberties here. I was always a fan of the bony claws when Wolverine had them. Could I get red eyes, please? Yes, absolutely. Let's work in some red eyes here. They kind of blend in with the black there a little bit. So let me see if I can accentuate them a little bit. Well, I don't think they're coming across on screen there very well, but I'll once I finish them up here, I'll make sure I give you a good look at them so you can see what you think. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? This is what I'm looking for. Actually, before I do that, and no, thank you. Thanks for picking up this commission tonight. Thanks for giving me something cool to draw. Always appreciate that. So far, everybody on here has given me some fun, cool things to sketch out. Not sure if anybody is tuning in over on YouTube at the moment. If you are, thank you. Appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who's hanging out this evening. Just an FYI, I tend to not look at the YouTube comments as frequently as I might like. So I apologize in advance if I'm missing anybody there. Feel free to hop over here to Whatnot. You can make requests. You can pick up some art if you're interested. Yeah, come hang out. It'll be fun, they said. Okay, I think I'm getting close here. What do you think, Mr. J? Is this all right for you? Anything else you would like to see before we start to finish it up here? Thank you. Thanks. I appreciate that. All right, then I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, and then we'll throw him in a frame, and he'll be on his way. Grab a frame, and let me. Oh, let me just show you too. I did add a little bit of red to his eyes. A little tough on, since I was doing him smaller for the sticky note. They kind of blend in there, but hopefully you can see those. Okay, so now we'll do the frame. In the meantime, Guster, I can get back to yours right after this. I'll work on one of those that you had suggested. If anybody else has any requests, any ideas, any questions. This feels like he's not centering for me. Sorry, hang on. Let me get him centered. But feel free to go ahead and start sending those over. There you go. So that is all set. We'll get that packaged up and we'll send it off your way, Mr. J. Thank you so much. I appreciate you hanging out. Appreciate you picking that up tonight. Guster, looks like the chat is only letting me go back up so far. I know you mentioned Hong Kong Fooey. I think you had mentioned someone else. Let me know if you have a preference on either one of those, and I'll get started on that one next. Okay. Let's take a peek over at YouTube and welcome if you're watching on YouTube. Thank you so much. Appreciate you tuning in. Feel free to head over to Whatnot. I'm more engaged with the chat there. I apologize if I'm ignoring anybody on YouTube, but come on over to Whatnot if you're able, and feel free. You can pick up some art. You can make some suggestions in here. Yeah, we're just hanging out. Just a casual Friday at the drawing board. All right, let's see. I know you probably can't hear them over the stream, but I have a bird out from the front past my front window here singing its head off. It's pretty awesome. Hey, thank you, Mr. Jayhawk. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Can't wait for you to get this. I'll get it out. I should get it out tomorrow. I know, well, Sunday is Sunday. They're usually closed anyway, but even with Easter, some of the postal stuff is kind of funky around here. But we'll get that out on its way to you. And I hope you have a good evening. Welcome, X-Man Slayer. So are you slaying X-Man himself, or is there a different specific X-Men that you remember the X-Men that you're slaying? Oh, nice. Please tell me you're also a professor. That would be awesome. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, checking out the stream tonight. Just having a laid back Friday night stream, hanging out here. Nothing too crazy going on. Sorry, just trying to get the image a little more in focus. It looks like the sticky is a little soft on screen there. Welcome, Austin. Thanks for stopping by. Let's go ahead and do. Full body Michael Myers might be a little tough on a sticky note just because of size and dimensions. I mean, I could certainly do that in a different format if you're interested. I'm going to try to add some more commission options in the next couple of days or so. I should have some different options up there. But yeah, I feel like that might be kind of tricky on the sticky note. But I appreciate you taking a look and checking out some of those that I have out there. I'll take a look at it. Maybe there's some option that I can do that's like half torso. I'd have to. Well, let me noodle that one over a little bit though.
Bye, babe. I'm leaving.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Okay. Love you.
All right. Love you. See you later. Thanks. Yeah. No worries. Appreciate that. You may notice that one in the signature too. It had like an Inktober and it had a number on it. Inktober, I don't know if you're familiar with or not, but that's something that a lot of artists will participate in every October, where they try to do a drawing a day throughout the month. So I did that. Whatever year is marked on that one. That year for Inktober, I was doing a series of horror characters. So there's a few of those still in the store. Some others have. I'm not even sure where others have gone. Some were probably sold at in-person appearances, but that's always a fun kind of exercise to participate in. So just a little fun fact: if you notice any stickies in the shop that say Inktober next to the name, they were part of one of my Inktober challenges one year. Well, maybe it's not so much a fun fact as just a fact, but anyway, now you know. Yeah, it's kind of neat, especially when you get, I mean, you can still search it now, but especially when you get closer to October and throughout October, if you search the hashtag Inktober on like, especially Instagram, but probably other media as well, then you can usually find a really nice mix of art from different people all around the world. Basically, each day there's a prompt. Typically, how it works is each day there's a prompt, like a one-word prompt that you're just supposed to use in your drawing. Now, I think the year that I did horror characters, I kind of deviated from the prompts. I just kind of wanted to do a theme myself of the horror stuff. But generally, when you search that hashtag during October, you would see like today's prompt might be swift, or it might be terror, or there's just a word that people then go and do with what they will. Okay, this is a new pen. Why are you acting up on me like this? This has been fun here on Whatnot because honestly, I don't draw too many of these older cartoon characters, but since I've been doing some of these shows, the requests have been really interesting. From doing the Scooby Gang to doing Hong Kong Phooey here to Opus from Bloom County was requested one night. Yeah, you just don't quite know what people are going to ask for. That's been interesting. It's been fun. Okay. So what does everybody who's still in the chat, what do y'all do? What do y'all do? Where y'all from? I am located down in Southeast Florida in an area known as the Treasure Coast. Kansas, working IT. Yeah, apologies, Guster. I know I tend to repeat myself some on these shows. You've been in probably pretty much all of them so far. Try to. Well, I appreciate it. I certainly do. I don't know if you can hear in the background, but my dog is barking at something outside. I think one of the neighbors is pulling up their trash. And she is alerting us that something is happening. She is a good pup. So working in IT, Guster, do you get to do that remotely, or are you still going into offices, or how does that work where you're located? Whoops. Keep bumping in. Remote 3 days a week. Nice. How do you like it? Do you prefer it that way? Are you more of an in-office type of person? I used to be very much an in-office type of person, because really that was all a lot of us knew. But honestly, lately I've been looking for more remote work. I don't know. I'm tired of commutes. Oh, that's the wrong end of that one. There we go. Yeah, I imagine you probably have the best of both worlds if you're doing hybrid. I mean, I even like the idea of hybrid, just to give you a little bit of time off the road, if for no other reason, just to save gas and vehicle stuff. But I mean, honestly, I sometimes just need to be away from people just to get work done too. I don't know. I've worked in like content creation most of my career, so I tend to have to be out and about at different events and activities. But when it comes to editing and everything and putting the content together, it is nice to just, for me at least, to be able to hide in my own space and put my head down and my headphones on and get the work done. Well, there we have Hong Kong Phooey. That was a cool request. I appreciate that, Guster. I think, Guster, you did request that, right? Are you interested in this? Do you want me to list it? Otherwise, I can add it to the shop later on. Okay, I'll go ahead and add it, list it. If you want to pick that one up, I appreciate it. Let me... Oops, just bumped my camera. Give me 1 second while we get this set up. Okay, that is listed now. If you're interested, feel free, you can grab that. Otherwise, any other requests coming in? Let me take a peek. Cool. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Let's take a closer look here. We'll get that packed and off your way. Thank you. And let me know when that other one arrives. I'm real curious. I hope you like it. Hope it looks as good in person as we want it to. Okay. Let me... Well, you know what? Let me do this. Before we start that again. Did Punch ever happen to come back in? I don't know if Punch did. I don't think so. That's okay. I'll hold off on those for a moment until I hear back from Punch. But just kind of show anybody who is new in the chat. Here's one of my cartoon manatees that I drew recently. Princess Leia as the bounty hunter Boushh from Return of the Jedi. These are just a couple of examples of some of the sticky notes that we've drawn. Of course, we've got a little bit of Scrappy here. We did a Scooby-Doo gang as a request. So I've been working on that off and on over the last couple of days, just when I've had a few minutes here and a few minutes there. But so what you can kind of see here, what I like with some of these sticky notes is actually doing more sets. Like you could put different people kind of facing off. You could kind of arrange it in a certain way. Yeah, I think Scrappy came out kind of fun. It's got a little bit of that attitude there. Hey, Philly, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. So each sticky frame is about 4 inches by 4 inches. I do have a handful of these frames still here. So we have some commission opportunities, request opportunities in the shop area if anybody is interested. Of course, these are the 2 that we've done tonight and that which have sold. We've got Weapon H and we've got Hong Kong Phooey. So those will be going out tomorrow. I am doing well, Philly. I appreciate it. Thanks for asking. How are you doing? You got anything exciting going on this weekend? I'm gonna hop into another one here. Let's see what color I feel like I want to work on. You know what? Throw a pink up there. Why not? Oh, wow. Oh, so you're in the UK then. Yeah. Well, I am sorry about that shipping. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can do on that end, but yeah, but thank you for stopping in and checking those out. Okay. Now, I don't know if you can hear her, but there's my dog in the background again, barking at something. Anything outside that will get her attention, she will proceed to let us know about. Well, maybe I should go check on her here. All right, hang on one second, guys. I'm gonna mute for a second while I go check and see what is going on out there. Oh, sorry. Oh, disaster averted. She is just yelling at the neighbors. Where did you? No, drop. Drop. And she just jumped up here and proceeded to grab my eraser. Okay, you need to get off. Should I? Was it a mistake letting you in? Come on. Sit. All right. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. Just kind of playing around with another one here. If there are no other requests from the group, this may end up being the last one. I'm just kind of playing it by ear. But feel free to throw some ideas out if you want to pick one up. Please do. Otherwise, we're just kind of winging it. And my pup is now in here, about to become a chaos agent. Luna, stop. Stop. Hey, Gabrielle. Welcome. How are you doing tonight? Ah, that one needs a refill. Welcome back, Mr. J. Hello, nobody's darling. How is everyone? I am just about probably wrapping up tonight's stream. I just thought I'd do one quick little Deadpool here. Unless anybody has more requests, I think we're starting to wind down a little bit. There goes my pup on patrol again. Welcome, Lopez, 49ers. Thanks for tuning in. As we start to wind down a little bit, I think I'm getting relatively close on wrapping up Deadpool here. If there are no other requests, questions, suggestions, anything like that, then we'll probably start to call it a night after this. But feel free, don't feel like you can't make any more requests. I'm totally here for you if you do. I may start doing some themed shows in the future too. You may already see I have a Star Wars theme scheduled for May the 4th. But I know in an earlier show someone was interested in maybe like a Pokemon theme. So I might start to theme a few things around different categories. But we'll keep an eye on the show schedules, as I'm sure you will, and we will try to do some more fun ones in the future. The banana splits for a series idea. I'm going to make a note of that. And I'm going to say, I don't know what the banana splits are, but I will take a look at that. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that, Guster. Thank you. I will take a peek and see what they look like and what that's all about, and then that might be a fun series. Of course, I might do a series of X-Men characters. I might do a series of cartoon characters, sort of like the Scooby Gang. Who knows? I've got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set that I just haven't listed yet. So I want to try to do more of that stuff. But stay tuned. Oh, the Addams Family. The Addams Family would be fun. Yes. So my daughter just pulled up, so that's why Luna is now barking ferociously at the door, because my daughter is about to come walking in, and that dog in the background is gonna lose it. Yeah, the Addams Family would be fun. I might even try to do like a Beetlejuice thing, since with the. Oh, actually, hold on 1 second for me. No, not yet. Almost. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, yeah. They are fun that way, right? So I'm thinking like Beetlejuice might be kind of fun to do a set for, or at least just a character for. I don't know. I'm lots of thoughts, lots of ideas. So little time. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So what kind of pups do you have, Guster? Mine is a 2-year-old giant schnoodle. She is a bundle of energy, a bundle of crazy, but she is totally awesome. Oh, 5-year-old Basset. I had a Basset Hound before our current pup, Luna. I had a Basset Hound for a long time, Missy. She was a good girl. And a 4 to 5-year-old rescue. Aw. And I didn't know I had any muted words set up in my chat, but it says there's some muted words in something. I don't know what. Okay, but that's sweet. I do have a soft spot in my heart for Basset Hounds. I mean, I just have a soft spot in my heart for all dogs. I'm being totally honest. But certain dog breeds, yeah, I don't know. Unless I probably just need to go through my settings because I honestly didn't think I had anything muted, but there must be a default setting somewhere. Yeah, but dogs are awesome. That's the bottom line. That's the moral of the story, right? Half Basset and half Husky Pug. Oh, that's sweet. All right. Well, gang, I think I'm starting to wrap this one up. So I know I'm a broken record, but any final thoughts, any last minute additions? Now's your chance. Otherwise, I will see you in the next show. Thank you all for hanging out tonight. This was fun. I got a couple of stickies that I'm going to send off to their new homes tomorrow. And we've got a few other new ones here that I will add to the store shortly. So thanks for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. I will have a great weekend, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks, you too. Take care, Guster. Take care, everybody.